Well, here we are, folks. Today, we're diving into the wild world of tech with a video titled Infinix Note 50 Pro Gaming Phone WAWASAK LAHAT. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? I mean, who doesn't want a phone that promises to destroy everything? It's like they're selling a device and a demolition crew all in one. Now, I'm no tech wizard, but I can tell you this, if it's anything like my last phone, it'll probably just be good for dropping calls and collecting dust. So, buckle up for some overhyped nonsense. Because you know I'll be here to roast every second of it. And if you're not already subscribed to this delightful little corner of the internet, what are you waiting for? Join me in my eternal quest to find something worth my time, because let's face it, this video might stink worse than my bog after a rainstorm. Let's get into it.
Yung isa dito si Samsung S25 Ultra. Yung isa naman si Infinix Note 50 Pro. Guess who? Tanan! Ito po si Infinix, ito si S25 Ultra. Guys, sobrang gaya po. This is the most Samsung S25 Ultra I've ever seen. Well, sarap. Yung gilid, tinan mo.
The classic look at the side moment. Nothing screams excitement like comparing the edges of two phones. It's like watching paint dry but with a bit more gloss. Honestly, if I wanted to see something so thrilling, I'd just stare at my own reflection in the swamp. But hey, if the sides are that impressive, maybe they'll finally help me get a signal out here in the woods.
Tinan mo, sobrang S25 Ultra ni Infinix Note 50 Pro. Yung shape, yung display. Ang sabi ni Infinix, metal frame, ultra-resilient armor alloy design. Gayang-gaya pati yung kanyang antenna bands. Yes, this is true metal. At kapag ginawakan mo, napaka-premium ng kanyang feels. At na itsura. Wait till you know about the specs. Battery is 5,200 mAh. Charging 90 watts. Fast charging. Si Samsung 45 lang. Hindi niya nagaya. At guys, meron siyang 12 gigs of RAM.
12 GB of RAM, huh? Now we're talking. That's enough to run a small village, or at least a few apps without crashing. But let's be real, unless it can magically organize my life or find me a decent cup of coffee in the woods, I'm not sure how much I care. Still, I'll begrudgingly admit, that's a solid spec. Just don't expect me to be impressed until it starts doing my chores.
RAM plus another 12 gigs of virtual RAM. In total na siyang up to 24 gigabytes na RAM. Wow, parang siya naka-desktop PC niyan. May 30 watts wireless charging pa. All-round fast charge 3.0 na siya. May 10 watts reverse charging pa. Pwede niya charge his house. Pero yung napakaganda niya display, ang nagdadala sa kanya, it is a 6.78-inch AMOLED 144Hz refresh rate display. Bilis naman yun. Kaya pala sobrang smooth. Mas smooth pa kaysa may 50MP OIS camera.
A 50MP OIS camera, you say? Now that's something that might actually catch my attention. If it can take decent photos of my swamp without making it look like a muddy mess, I might just be impressed. But let's be honest, how many of us actually need that much resolution? Unless you're planning to print a billboard of your lunch, it seems a bit excessive. Still, if it helps capture the beauty of nature, or at least my grumpy face, then maybe it's worth it.
May 0.6x ultra-wide angle lens pa. Tapos guys, meron siyang pailaw dito called the Bioactive Halo AI Lighting, Advanced Health Monitoring, na kapag ka nilagay mo sa skin mo, meron siyang blood oxygen monitoring at health monitoring. Para smartwatch pala kapag dinikit sa skin. Advanced. Meaning, baka di ka nabili ng smartwatch dito. Siya na lang. Of course, yung kanyang pinakabagong Infinix AI Infinity and up to 36 months of security patches. You know, maraming nagre-reklamo dyan. Wala daw software updates. Now you know, something phone. Pero ba't ganun? Yung kanyang box ay Call of Duty.
The box is themed around Call of Duty. Now that's a bold move. Nothing says, I am ready for battle quite like a phone box that looks like it's been through a war zone. But let's be honest, if the phone inside can't handle a simple game of Candy Crush without lagging, all that military flair is just for show. I mean, who are we kidding? If I wanted to feel like I am in a war, I'd just step outside and deal with the squirrels in my yard.
Call of Duty, is this a Call of Duty phone? Infinix X Call of Duty Mobile. There is so much to be unpacked here. Get it? Unpacked. I'm the best and you're watching Unbox Diaries. Okay, so ito po yung kanyang box. Infinix Note 50, Infinix AI Infinity. Uy, may sound by JBL. Cover lang pala. At wala nang specs sa likod. Paano na pag nagla-live ako, hindi ko malalaman yung specs. Lalagyan ko pa yan. It's not... Ganda ng texture sa taas, ha? Okay, so ito na. Infinix AI Infinity. May small box. Inside, we're getting the SIM ejector pin. Tapos, ang daming kasama sa loob. Warranty card. Tempered glass. May SVIP card pa. S. Samsung. Kay Carl Care pala to. Premium service from Carl Care. SVIP card includes a variety of exclusive customer care offers and privileges. Mas alagaan ka kapag may Note 50. At yung kanyang casing na may MagSafe. Bumili pa ako ng kay Samsung. Mahal. Ito libre lang. Ano kaya itsura ng phone? At yung phone! Ayun na siya guys. Kunwari din yung nakita. Sa ilalim, ayan, ang daming Infinix AI Infinity. Paano nakakabulol? Infinix Infinity. Type-C cable, ano ito? 90 watts fast charger. Uy, ang liit lang. 90 watts na. But it's not PD or power delivery. Baka di siya pwede sa mga laptop. Pero tapos meron, si Samsung wala. Si Samsung! Joke lang. Tama na. Okay, so ito na yung phone. Wow.
Wow indeed, a genuine reaction for once. It seems like the phone has made quite the impression. But let's see if that wow translates into something more than just a pretty color. If it can actually perform well, then maybe it deserves that reaction. Otherwise, it's just another shiny object to distract us from the real issues, like my never-ending battle with the squirrels.
Wow, parang ngayon ko lang nakita. Now the color I have here is the Enchanted Purple, Barney, Thanos, BTS, Ube. Pero by the way, meron siyang ibang colors. Meron siyang Titanium Gray at meron siyang Shadow Black, Black and Gray. Pero malas ang dating ng purple Very
Malasam dating indeed. That purple does have a certain flair, but it can easily tip into the realm of trying too hard. It's like wearing a flashy outfit to a casual gathering. Sure, you'll get noticed, but for all the wrong reasons. If it can pull off that color with some elegance, then maybe it's worth it. Otherwise, it might just end up looking like a gimmick.
purple very professional. Tsaka pag tinatama ng ilaw sa likod, ganda. Very minimal, pero premium ang kanyang dating. Meron kasi yung mga itsura na pag tinatama ng ilaw sa likod, parang mas nagiging cheap. Yung dati mga sunburst, plastic yung likod. Ito guys, dahil metal frame yung likod niya. Tapos gayang-gaya niya yung pagka glass back ng mga Samsung S25 Ultra. Oh my God, I don't even know the difference. Feeling ko ito metal, pati yung likod metal. Ito kasi glass yung feel niya. But the back is matte finish. Very smooth. Malinis tingnan. Kahit lagyan ko ng maraming fingerprints, hindi halata. Pero sayang, kasi pag nilagyan mo na ng casing, parang it's not as premium as kapag nakahubad siya. Naging plastic na yung look na dito. Siguro mas better sana na may mas magandang casing. Pero kung tatanungin nyo I would use this na nakahubad. Just for the looks. Kapala yung kanyang casing ay merong MagSafe. Yung body mismo walang magnetic feature. Hindi ko na iPhone. Same lang kaya bumili ako ng Pero with the casing, there you go. Pretty much the same thing na siya as the iPhone. Tsaka, kailangan mo din naman ng case kay iPhone so ganun din. Siyempre, if you want to resell your iPhone, kailangan din ng casing. So mag-casing ka pa rin. Just like this one. And just like that, the same expensive feature of the iPhone is now here. Magnetic power banks. Ayan na. Uy, umilaw. Ayan po. And check this out. Dynamic island at the top. Well, actually, punch lang yan. Pero nagda-dynamic island na siya ngayon. Kapag nag-charge ka, may notification, may nag-play na Spotify in the background. Ito mga accessories ito is pwede na sila magiging stand na rin. Speaking of stand, kay Belkin to. Magnetic charger. Pretty much any iPhone MagSafe product ay pwede na sa kanya. Pwede rin naman kay Note 40 din last year kasi nagsimula yan kay Note 40. But this year, mas nag-improve na. Faster 30 watts charging. Tsaka mas malupit yung specs ito. Na because metal yung kanyang body, medyo mabigat po siya. Quite a heavy product. It's okay, no? Kung ka naman masyado apektado sa ganyang feature or aspect niya, it's pretty okay kasi nga, it kind of feels like a real flagship product.
Now we're talking. If it feels like a real flagship product, that's a step in the right direction. It's about time we see some quality that matches the hype. But let's not get too carried away. Just because it feels premium doesn't mean it can actually deliver. I'll reserve my judgment until I see how it performs in the wild. After all, I've seen plenty of shiny things that turned out to be nothing more than a frog in a fancy pond.
Mga flagship products like si S25 Ultra, si iPhone, mabibigat po yan. The phone, may heft. Yun nga lang, parang ka ng vivo, tama sa mukha. Useful tips from Unbox Diaries. Hindi sasabihin sa inyo na may reviewer. Bias sila. Joking aside, ito talaga, yung kanyang body ay very similar talaga kay S25 Ultra in every aspect. Shape, material, even yung position ng power button and volume rocker, same. Yung nga lang, ito ay may JBL.
Now we're talking. JBL sound, that's a nice touch. If this phone can deliver quality audio, it might just elevate the whole experience. A good sound system can make or break a device, especially if you're into music or gaming. But let's see if it actually lives up to the hype. If it sounds as good as it looks, then we might have a winner on our hands.
JBL sa taas, JBL sa baba. Tapos yung speaker grills, ang daming butas. Ganda tingnan. Siguro what distinguishes itself from the S25 is yung kanyang camera. Meron siyang diamond camera module at the back, which is very similar sa mga Hot 50 series nila. And even si Smart 9. That's how you will know na Infinix siya. By the way, yung camera is 50 megapixel.
A fifth mid camera with OINAs. Now that's something that could actually make a difference in your photos. If it can capture sharp images without the dreaded blur, then we might be onto something good here. But let's not forget, it's not just about the megapixels. It's how well it performs in real-world conditions. If it can handle low light and still deliver quality shots, then it's worth the hype. Otherwise, it's just another number on a spec sheet.
OIS na daw siya. May 0.6x pa, ultra-wide angle lens. Yung isa naman is baka 2MP lang na sensor. Pang bokeh. May LED flash pa siya dito, and yung last dyan is yung kanyang health monitoring light. Or yung bioactive halo AI lighting. Nga pala, dual nano SIM card slot po siya. No micro SD card slot for expandability. Pero 256 naman po yung kanyang base variant. Now, the most impressive part of the phone is yung kanyang display. You know why? Kasi 6.78 inch na po siya. 144Hz.
A 678-inch display with a 144 Hz refresh rate. Now that's impressive. If it's as smooth as it sounds, scrolling through apps in gaming will feel like a dream. But let's see if it can handle real-world use without any hiccups. If it can deliver that buttery smooth experience, then we might have a serious contender on our hands. Just don't let it be another case of style over substance.
AMOLED display, pero
An AMOLED display. Now we're really talking. Those vibrant colors and deep blacks can make everything from watching videos to browsing look stunning. If this phone can pair that display with the 144 Hz refresh rate, it might just be a visual treat. But let's hope it doesn't come with the usual AMOLED pitfalls, like burn-in issues. If it delivers on all fronts, it could be a game changer.
Pero, get this, kapag in-off mo yung display, meron siyang always on display feature, tapos ang dami pa niyang cases dito na pwede mong pagpilian. Kaya lang guys, if you decide to do this, mas mabilis maubos ang kanyang battery. Kasi hindi po siya variable refresh rate. Meaning, hindi po siya nag-1Hz kapag naka-off yung screen. Baka lagi ito naka-60Hz, so mas maraming battery na kinakonsume. Even though it's just a tiny bit dim, it will consume battery life. Pero grabe, sobrang impressive na kanyang bezel, sobrang nipis, halos sagad na sagad talaga. This is one impressive display.
Now that's a statement. An impressive display can really elevate the whole user experience. If it's vibrant, responsive, and has those slim bezels, it's definitely a win. A good display can make everything from gaming to watching videos a joy. Let's hope it lives up to the hype in real-world use.
Display. It could be mas manipis pa or pretty much the same na as the S25 Ultra. Yung chin lang talaga, medyo makapal si Infinix Note 50. But this is impressive for something na 1/4 the price of the S25 Ultra.
Now that's a compelling point. If the Infinix Note 50 can deliver solid features at a fraction of the price of the S25 Ultra, it's definitely worth considering. It's always refreshing to see a budget-friendly option that doesn't skimp on quality if it can hold its own against more expensive competitors. It might just be the hidden gem everyone's been looking for.
No, this is not sponsored by Samsung. Promise. This is also high resolution, 2K resolution na po siya.
WAWASAK resolution, that's impressive. Coupled with a 144 Hz refresh rate, it sounds like this display is set to deliver some stunning visuals. If it can maintain that clarity and smoothness, it'll be a real treat for anyone who enjoys media consumption or gaming. Let's hope it performs as well as it sounds.
Resolution na po siya. 144Hz refresh rate. Napaka-smooth ng dating. Even sa social media, grabe yung smoothness. This phone is all about the smoothness. And you'll be surprised kung ano yung kanyang processor. But before that, sa YouTube, ito yung itsura niya. Wait, did you hear that?
A phone with good sound quality and bass. Now that's a pleasant surprise. If it can deliver decent audio, it'll make watching videos and listening to music much more enjoyable. It's always nice when a phone goes the extra mile in the audio department. Let's hope it holds up in real-world use.
The sound quality is actually good. Hindi siya basag pakinggan. May bass. And for a mid-range device, this is impressive. Talagang ramdam mo yung kanyang vibrations sa buong body. This is the first in mid-range phones. Hindi lang siya kasing lakas yun, syempre. It's got clarity, it's got depth, it's got that 180 immersive sound. Grabe, saka sobrang sagad pa tingnan ng video on this phone. Wait, ito yung kanyang may black bars ha. Ito naman yung kapag walang black bars. And just like that, sobrang bagay niya for 16:9 content.
If it's perfect for 16:9 content, that's a solid win. It sounds like this phone is designed with media consumption in mind, which is great for anyone who loves watching videos or playing games. A display that enhances that experience can make a big difference. If it can deliver vibrant colors and sharp details, it might just be the go-to device for entertainment.
It looks so immersive. Parang wala pa nakita ng ganitong klaseng mid-range phone. Even kay Xiaomi. Kay Xiaomi siguro nasa Xiaomi 1450 na po yun, yung mga ganong klaseng level of displays. But this one, no. Ganito kanipis na bezel, no. So nag-improve naman talaga si Infinix. So hindi lang sila parang every year, same, konting spec bump lang. Madalas si Xiaomi yung gano'n. Saka syempre maraming nagreklamo din na wala daw masyadong software updates si Infinix, si Tecno. Si Idol siguro, wala talaga doon kasi sobrang mura niya. Pero guys, I think Infinix really wants to go to the next level to give you mga features ng flagship na hindi nabibigay ng mga big companies. At least si Tecno at si Infinix talagang they really care about third world countries. They wanna give you that premium experience. Oh, tinatasan nila yung bar. That's right. And that's why I think before, wala masyadong mga updates sila Infinix, Tecno because they're reserving it for their future updated products. Ito na yun. This is the manifestation of their previous success. At may software updates na. Hindi nga lang 5 years. 2 years lang. Ganun. Well, at least hindi siya katulad dati na 6 months lang. Upload ka na agad. 36 months security updates. Wait, check this out. Tinan mo, pagka in-swipe right mo dito sa software niya, sa home screen, recent images. Oh, ganda oh. That looks so nice. Oh, floating window pagkakinlik mo. Pwede bang i-resize? This is nice, guys. And yung bar dito sa baba, hold mo lang. Circle to search from Google brings up this nice interface, just like a flagship device then.
If it's picking up a nice interface like that, it really does sound like Infinix is stepping up its game. A flagship-like experience at a mid-range price is definitely appealing. If they can combine that with solid performance and features, they might just carve out a niche for themselves in the market. It's exciting to see brands pushing boundaries.
And it's nice. Wala na! Tapos na. Pero performance naman, ito na. Okay, so dito siguro medyo Helio G100 chipset.
The Helio G100 processor, that's an interesting choice. If it can handle everyday tasks smoothly and provide decent performance for gaming and multitasking, it might just be a solid option for a mid-range phone. But let's see how it stacks up against competitors. If it delivers a good experience without lag, it could be a winner in this price range.
Set lang po siya, which is 400,000 points at the benchmark.
430 points on the benchmark. That's a solid score for a mid-range device. If it can deliver that kind of performance in real-world usage, it should handle most tasks and even some gaming quite well. It's always impressive to see budget-friendly phones pushing the limits like this.
Benchmark. That is pretty much the same as Helio G99, I know. Parang sounds like a rebrand. But ever since, parang hindi na talaga mas bumibilis pa yung mga 4G phones. So kung gusto mo talaga mas mabilis, kailangan mag 5G phone na talaga. Which is yung ginagawa ni Pro Plus or 5G. Pero sa mahal dyan guys. Pero for what it provides, as 4G lang to? Guys, when's the last 4G phone na nagbibigay ng ganitong klaseng specs? Ng ganitong quality? Wala. Kasi mostly, 5G phones na po yung ganitong klaseng level of quality na product. Siguro pagka pinalakas pa ng konti yung kanyang processor, baka magmamahal siya ng konti. Pero I'm not saying na super mura to. Later malalaman niyo. Wait lang, Call of Duty muna. Kasi sabi daw niya, Call of Duty phone daw siya. Ito na. The first impressions... Bakit ang ganda ng sounds?
If the sounds are impressive, that's a fantastic feature for gaming. Good audio can really enhance the experience, making you feel more immersed in the action. If it can deliver clear and powerful sound while playing, it might just elevate the whole gaming experience on this phone. Let's hope it holds up in various scenarios.
Guys, kanina ko pa, minimension na kanyang sound guys. The sound quality is so good. Grabe yung bass. Nagpa-vibrate talaga yung buong phone. Kada release ko ng trigger, may feedback, may rumble. Sobrang buo. And yung display niya, it's very lengthy.
A light phone can make a huge difference, especially during long gaming sessions. If it's comfortable to hold and easy to maneuver, that's a definite plus for gamers. A lightweight design paired with solid performance can enhance the overall experience, making it easier to play for extended periods without fatigue.
Sobrang nakaganda ng graphics ng kanyang AMOLED display na extra contrast, extra color, and it's very bright. Tapos, dahil mahabang length ng phone, tingnan, parang ang dami mong pwede makita sa gitna. Your hands have more room to move. Ito sa gilid. Kaya guys, yung settings para sa inyo. Ang graphics niya ay medium graphics lang. Tapos high frame rates lang po siya.
We're almost there.
Looks like ito lang po yung kanyang kayang gawin for now. But if you really need the extra power, mag Pro Plus ka. Pero, for this one, ako, you're getting so much for just this amount. Guys, I understand now kasi nga kapag Call of Duty, sound is also...
Absolutely, sound quality can significantly enhance the gaming experience, especially in a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. Being able to hear footsteps or gunfire clearly can give players a competitive edge. If this phone delivers great sound, it could really elevate the gameplay.
It's also very important kasi nga mas immersive, malinis pakinggan, and yung footsteps, talagang narinig mo yung footsteps. Wait lang. Kaya pala JBL. Now this is true JBL sound. Kasi iba guys, sabi nila JBL pero mahina lang yung sound quality. Yung volume parang hindi ganun kalakas. Ito naman, it's got the volume, it's got the roundedness, it's got the clarity, and even the bass. Talagang feel na feel mo si JBL dito. Although meron siyang game mode dito or X boost, pwede mo siya performance para stable lagi yung 60 frames per second niya. It's even got
Bypass charging is a great feature. It allows you to play while charging without the battery taking the hit, which is perfect for long gaming sessions. This means you can keep the performance stable without worrying about overheating or battery wear. It's a smart addition for gamers who want to maximize their experience without interruptions.
bypass charging. Nice. Also, syempre, dahil meron ka ng MagSafe, kung meron kang cooler na ganyan. And just like that, tadan! No stickers needed. Nasa Mobile Legends, ito lang po yung kanyang kaya. Ultra graphics and super refresh rate. Pwede na po yan, no? It's very smooth and napansin ko, ang ganda ng color ng game. Mataas yung contrast, mataas din yung saturation. I think by default, mataas yung color and saturation ng display, which is very beneficial sa mga games katulad ng Mobile Legends na very colorful. Talagang mas malakas yung dating, yung mga effects, mas kita. Kaya lang yung kanyang 144Hz.
If it's easier to see everything in the game, that's a big advantage. A display that enhances visibility can really improve gameplay, especially in fast-paced games like Mobile Legends. Being able to spot details quickly can make all the difference in winning or losing a match. It sounds like this phone is designed with gamers in mind.
Hertz ay hindi mo talaga magagamit fully in pretty much any game kasi I don't think abot talaga siya ng 144 frames per second with the processor that it has. Again, if you want better performance, go with the Pro Plus na. And sa Genshin Impact naman, low graphics lang po ang kaya niya. Ayun na lang talaga. Flash news, yung kanyang Helio G100 is just the same as the Helio G99 from 2 years ago, yung performance level niya. So, malamang sa malamang, ganito talaga yung kaya niya. Even with performance mode, low graphics pero nasa 30 FPS lang nakikita natin dito. Ganun kabigat talaga si Genshin Impact. Pero, talagang pang Call of Duty siya. And I think sure
If it performs well for Call of Duty, that's a strong selling point. A phone that can handle fast-paced games smoothly is definitely appealing to gamers. If it can provide a solid experience without lag, it might just be a great option for those looking for a budget-friendly gaming device. It sounds like it could be a fun choice for mobile gaming enthusiasts.
Sobra kay Call of Duty dito with the enhanced sound, great display, and MagSafe feature. So, okay naman siya sa performance. But what about the camera? Is the camera good? 50 megapixel OIS? May ultra-wide angle lens? Now, the camera quality is pretty okay. Kung ano po si Infinix Note 40 last year, mas clearer lang po siya. Mas maganda yung kulay, mas consistent yung image quality, more than ever. Pero yung image processing niya is same na same. Hindi pa siya very professional, not very accurate, but it's very colorful. Pero it's highly processed yung kanya itsura. For example, sobrang blue ng sky, sobrang yellow ng mga
If the colors are overly saturated, that can definitely make images pop, but it might not reflect reality accurately. A balance is key in photography, especially for capturing nature. If it enhances the beauty without going overboard, it could be a nice touch. But if it distorts the true colors, that might be a drawback for those who prefer authenticity in their photos.
bagay. Pero ang ganda ng itsura ng mga skin tones nyo dito. Pag tao yung subject, ang ganda ng beautification. You will look very, very nice here. Maganda rin ka ng portrait, no? Malakas yung dating. But the background blur, cutouts is not gonna be perfect. Sa video, may konting stabilization po siya. If you're careful, you can get away with very cinematic videos. Kasi nga, guys, can shoot up to 2K 30 frames per second. At 1080p 60 frames per second with ultra steady mode. May vlog mode din po siya, super night mode. Ito picture ng low light, vastly improved din. So basically, whatever is last year, parang mga 10-20% better lang po siya this year. By the way, siyang 0.6x dito, ultra wide angle lens, if you need more flexibility. Pwede rin yan sa video. Sa selfie naman, 32MP yung selfie camera.
A 32MP selfie camera? That's impressive. If it can capture sharp and detailed selfies, it's definitely a great feature for anyone who loves taking photos. High-resolution selfies can make a big difference, especially for social media, if it performs well in various lighting conditions. It could be a standout feature of this phone.
And look at this, meron po siyang 0.8x ultra-wide angle lens sa selfie. So pwedeng malit yung mukha mo dito. Just click the arrow, ayun na. At kuhang-kuha na niya yung skin tone ko dito sa studio, which is tama. Warm. Kung ano yung skin ko talaga sa toong buhay, hindi na siya bluish, guys. Katulad ng mga unang version ni Note series. Smurf na Smurf ako dati. At meron siyang AI upscaling na ginagawa pa after you take a photo. So sabihin, kapag gumagalaw yung tao, meron pa siyang AI na gagamitin pa para enhance further yung photo. Meaning, mas consistent yung mga photos mo. For example, gumagalaw ka, kaya na niyang gawin yung AI. Pero, AI na po lahat yan. That is a massive jump. Pero in terms of image quality, syempre, hindi pa siya gano'n professional. Pero, you're now gonna get much more consistent looking photos more than ever. Ayan guys, oh. Oh, di ba? Merong ginawa yung AI dun sa photo mo. Pati yung color, mas naging vibrant. Nakita niya na medyo kulang ako sa contrast. Dinagdagan niya. This is nice. Speaking of AI, this is the Infinix AI Infinity. Infinity kasi hindi lang po siya sa camera. Meron siya dito sa Polax, which is yung kanyang parang chat GPT. Ayan. Meron siyang AI prompt mechanism dito. Pwede ka maglagay ng mga photos. Same na same kay chat GPT. And you can even erase yung mga photo bomber sa photos with AI Studio. Pero so far, yun lang yung kanyang AI na nakita ko dito sa camera. Siguro in terms of AI, it's pretty good. Especially in camera. But it's not as advanced as yung kay Samsung. Yun natin yung pinaka-advanced na AI na nakita ko. But then again, if meron kang ChatGPT dito na naka-plus ka pa, naka-pro, you'll still get the same level of quality, features, as no kay Samsung. Ganun lang. But it's still too early to tell. I know AI is the buzzword now. Parang kahit saan, sa PC, appliances, AIoT, it's AI, smartphones, AI. Pero hinahandle na tayo ng industry sa AI. The Samsung S25 joke lang. The Infinix Note 50 Pro 12256 is available for only 11,999 pesos. Pero meron siyang early bird price sa Shopee, 9,900.
An early bird price of PHP9, 999 for the Infinix Note 50 Pro, is quite appealing. That's a solid deal for a phone with those specs. If it can deliver on performance and features, it might just attract a lot of buyers looking for value for their money. It's always nice to see competitive pricing in the market.
999 na lang po siya. So here's my final verdict, guys. This is simply kakaiba na po. As a mid-range phone, this is too much. I don't think there's any brand out there na nagpo-provide ng ganitong klaseng quality, ng ganitong klaseng specs. Yung features, may MagSafe pa. Yung sound quality talagang ang lakas. Yung display talagang Samsung level. Kaya lang guys, in terms of performance, guys, if you want to play heavier games or yung mga popular games at higher frame rates, you'll need to get more horsepower. But for what it provides, it's just too much. And it's giving it all to the Filipino people. Bang klase na si Infinix. Abangan nyo ang mga susunod pang mga Infinix products na lalabas sa ating channel. For more reviews just like this one, mag-subscribe ka na, hit the icon so that you don't miss any of my great content. And you're watching Unbox Diaries. Ooh.
Well, there you have it, folks. We've just waded through the swampy waters of the Infinix Note 50 Pro, and if I had to sum it up, I'd say it's a decent-looking phone with some impressive specs if you can get past all the flashy marketing nonsense, honestly. It feels like they threw in every buzzword they could find and hoped for the best. My expectations, let's just say they were met, like a rainstorm in my bog. There were moments when I thought, hey, maybe this could be worth it, especially with that RAM and the camera. But then I remembered that without solid real-world performance, it's just a shiny paperweight. The gaming hype was just a bit too much like a squirrel's chatter in the trees. Abundant but meaningless. In the end, if this phone can genuinely deliver on its promises and not just sit around looking pretty, it could be a solid option for those who don't want to break the bank, or it might be like my old croaky voice, great in theory, but best left in the woods. Now, if you enjoyed this delightful romp through tech absurdity with me, do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss this delightful corner of disillusionment, and don't forget to like the video, or I might just haunt you with my swampy presence. Until next time, keep your phones out of the muck and have a good one.